Hello there. Trusting that you're doing well together with your family and those who are trusting God for, yes, ndio mwanzie maisha. May the grace of God be sufficient to you. Welcome to Couples Will Show. And this is where we write down our love when we are alive, for we don't want our love stories to be read when we are 6 feet under. Neither do we want our love stories to be read when we are gone. And we are doing it again. Yes, it is Friday, and you know how we do it. We gather here, we come to share nuggets on how we can build our marriages. Couples come here to share their journey and encourage us to continue working on our marriages. And last Friday, I had Pastor Wekesa together with his lovely wife Ruth, and they are here to continue with the story where we stopped last Friday. Tafadhali kuwa makini as we continue with this story. Yes. Lovely.
Yes.
We continue from where we stopped last Friday. Na watu walifurahia sana.
Yes.
Watu wametiwa nguvu na watu wamesema ni vizuri ni hapo.
Yes.
And so it is dowry time now.
Yes.
You're all set now to go to take dowry.
Yes.
But now from where you come from,
yes,
you take live cows.
Live cows.
Where Ruth is coming from.
Yes.
Cash money.
It's money.
So how did it go?
I think this is where wisdom now applies. Because I also had friends from Central, and my dad also had friends, and he started inquiring how things work, so that we are not gotten by surprise when we go there. So we started doing the underground work, inquiring from our friends, and then we were getting information. So now we started equipping ourselves on how to approach the matter. Yes.
So the D-Day came now. Here you are.
Yes.
You're going, umeenda kule Maragwa.
Yes.
Kuliendaje?
One thing that I love, it's the fact that they are home. Their father and the mother they're God-fearing. So, of course, nilikuwa na wasiwasi kidogo. You see, even if you're going in a family, your bishop, still, when it comes to the issue of dowry, and you have to play your role as a man who's want to get married to a daughter there by showing them respect. So ilibidi tumejikakamua kutafuta something, but before we went for the dowry, we had first gone for the introduction. I remember alikuwa naitwa kuhanda. Yes. You see kuhanda. So I had that information. So
hiyo ni kama kuwekelea deposit. Kama usikuja mtu mwingine hapa.
Yes.
Hii ni yangu.
So
hiyo imeenda.
Hiyo ndio ilianza kwanza. That's what came first, and then from that when we were told this is what and what and what you
kuhesabiwa. Yes.
Yes, and then we went back and now we planned ourselves, and then the D-Day came. And now I had to involve my family members and friends to go for that dowry.
They came.
Yes, and they came.
You know,
yes.
What I don't know what happens during dowries.
Yes.
There are some aunties and uncles.
Yes. Who just come specifically.
Did you meet such uncles and aunties?
Somehow. But it was not to the extreme. But they were there. Yes. Of course, trying to show me that getting their girl
is not that easy.
Yes. And also they need something.
You need to dig deeper.
I need to dig deeper.
Yes.
Yeah, I need to dig deeper. Yeah, I encountered that. Yes, I encountered that. So it was not that smooth, but it was not it was not so that hard at the same time. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So everything went on well.
Everything went on well. Because what gave me advantage is that the family, it is from a born again family. Yes.
So at least they have the fear of the Lord.
At least they have the fear of God.
And they are not too much into the culture.
The culture.
Yes.
So we're in the culture of the kingdom of God.
We are in the culture of Jesus.
Of Jesus.
So you're speaking one language.
We are speaking one language.
I might be coming from... what is that name from your place? Kipsaida. I might be coming from Kipsaida, but we're speaking the same language. Yes.
Yes. Because it doesn't mean that... for you to have a smooth process, you have to come from the same tribe.
Yeah.
No. Sometimes you might find it is the opposite, because the demands and they're just in another level. Yes.
Ruth,
yes.
You know, when my time, when we went to pay my wife's dowry. My wife had really prepared her family, and she told them, "Huyu kijana anakuja hana kitu, so mchukue tu vile atakuja, hana chochote, vile anakuja mchukue hivyo." Only during the material day, my friends and family, they came with so many vehicles, and they started saying, msana wetu anachucheza. I don't know whether you experienced such a thing. Maybe you had prepared your people and told them, kijana hata mkimuona hana chochote. Then outcome inasema otherwise. How was it?
Yeah, actually there are some aunties who did not really understand why I never went to Kambaland or Meru, a closer tribe.
Yeah.
But I had prepared them. I told them, nobody should disturb the person who is coming to marry me. They are only giving you honor and respect. So kindly respect them. Whatever they bring, pick it. Yes, because we are doing this just to honor you as a family. We just need your blessing. We will always come back. So I had prepared them for that. So it was not very hard for my husband's side to come in, and also all those men were born again, and then they realized when they came in, they knew each other. It's like they know, people. My
ministry,
dad,
you have
like,
gone to preach there.
That is the advantage of being a minister. You preach so many places, and you create.
I see.
Yes.
I see.
So they were not really strangers. And so, but still they came and they paid the dowry because this was important for them to honor my parents. It's not even, usually it's not buying someone, because you can't buy. You can only respect and give thanks and say thank you for raising this daughter. And because of that, my husband is able to go back. Kuna watu wanaenda dowry, wanaharibu kila kitu. Today, my husband can do anything for my dad. Because he received him as a son. He didn't pay for me. So he came in as a son. That is how my father calls him, son. Because for him, he gained a son. So I had prepared them, and I thank God for hakuwasumbua. And we were given permission to go to the wedding. And they came even in the wedding. And they were able to give their gifts. They supported. To them, it was support. Let us support this. It has brought us honor. We receive this honor and support the honor.
Though I remember that point where we were being told we need something to be added. So we gather and discuss.
I guess those people enjoy that.
And you see some sweat.
Yes.
Because you're wondering now, what will happen now? What is happening here? But we maneuvered.
Wow.
So I think that the greatest part is when you see those men coming out
smiling.
But and you see you are anxious. You don't know what answer they're coming out with. So I was just there now wondering, now what has happened? Have they refused? Yes, that and that. But when they announced and said, now
You can go ahead.
Can have a
Yes.
soda.
And plan them.
My heart melted.
Wow.
And I said,
Wow.
Yes. Yes, and I was happy.
Amen. Amen. Of course, now after the dowry, it's now planning the wedding.
Yeah.
How was that process?
To me?
Yes.
All right. The process, obviously, okay, in our time, that year, people are doing huge weddings with tents out there. I guess even yours had that kind of reception out there, which was good. But for us, we were in a position where we couldn't afford all that. And as we were praying, you see, you are not only planning, you're also praying and asking God, send us, how do we maneuver this? Because we knew where we are, I say that. We knew we are not very well financially. So we thank God, my husband and I, we agreed this thing, we are going to do it in Githurai Church.
Yes.
And in that Githurai Church, the reception was done in the same place. Thank God for the men and women of God who supported that. The people who came were many. And then God made sure, okay, all the monies we collected from the pre-wedding and all that, were able to give people food, and we were able to save from that wedding.
Wow.
Because we from the counseling sessions we had been asked and we had been advised. That is why counseling is very important. Make sure you have paid the rent for the house where you're going to live and have some shopping. So we were focused as in whatever will be given in this wedding, we don't want to have a debt with nobody, and we want to have some savings so that as we go to honeymoon, hakuna mtu anapiga simu kusema ati keki yangu haukulipa akasifini nini. No, we didn't want that.
We didn't have those kind of scenarios.
So we simplified it.
Or after the wedding is done, you're going behind the tent
to
open envelopes.
No, we didn't
the
have
gifts that you've been given.
No one was waiting for us to pay those things.
Yes. So I thank God we did not have a debt after that wedding. It was simplified. And imagine from us accepting where we were and doing that wedding in that church and the reception in that church, it opened a door for many other youths who saw, wow, we don't have to have, we can do it here and it can still be a good wedding. And then God covered us. That day it rained. So people were telling us, you people are very wise. You did not tell us to go to the field. And they did not know.
There was no field.
There was no money for the field.
Yes.
So I think God
covered you.
God covered us.
Yes.
So by the time tunapigwa picha hapa nje, the church is already rearranged to a reception. And it is raining. So nobody wants to go. So they remained.
Actually, we went for the photo session.
In the evening.
After reception.
Yes, after reception. That's when we went out for the photo session. As we go for the honeymoon.
Wow.
With the bridal party. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So how do you say, Pasi, would you say, looking back, not as from where you are now, those days, looking back, would you say that you had your dream wedding?
Okay, you see, the way we grew up those years, what we saw in weddings.
Kwanza ndio wedding show ilikuwa imeanza.
Ilikuwa imeshika.
The wedding show, you're wondering, okay. So there was that fear. And you see the fear is, what will people say? What will people say about us or you having a wedding
that has no reception?
Yes, of course, everyone has a good dream wedding. That wedding, the glamorous wedding. So I could say that was not the dream wedding, but I had to adjust. I had to adjust.
That's a very good point. And I want you to speak to young people who could be planning their wedding and they are not ready to adjust. Speak to them.
Yes.
I know even right here we have one in this room.
It's important.
It's good to be you. it's good to be yourself, because
It reduces stress.
at the end of the day, when you're in that bed, when you're sleeping in that house with death, it is you who know what is taking place in your life. So it is good to be real and be real with yourself.
This is what I can do.
Yes, just be real, be honest, because peace precedes all these other things.
True.
So your peace of mind is very, very important. You'd rather have peace than creating a false impression,
False image.
false image.
Yeah.
And that's a challenge that we are having, even today, because of social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see someone posing somewhere with a picture,
Big car.
with a big car, with a limousine.
You're thinking that is the kind of life they're living.
They are living.
Na wengine hata ni picha za wenyewe.
Picha za wenyewe.
Gari za wenyewe wanapigwa nazo.
Wanapigwa, yes.
And you can't sleep.
You can't sleep. And I can guarantee you, when we went for honeymoon, when we came back, we were at peace. We were not having calls.
One, mliacha mmelipa hata rent.
Yes.
So
Na
hakuna mtu
shopping.
anaongea mlango.
Hapana.
Mko na shopping,
Yes.
tuko na food.
We have
Yes.
food.
So nyinyi kazi yenu ni kuombea taifa.
Ni kuombea driver.
and what they gave, we were able to go for our honeymoon.
Yes.
And still have some more money in our pocket.
Wow.
Yes.
In fact, even my gown, I was given by a lady who had bought, and I bless her. The Lord bless her. But God knows how to arrange when you accept and tell Lord, lead my path. Bible says, lean not on your own understanding, but let the Lord lead your path. That lady had just done her wedding. She had bought that gown at 60,000 at that time.
Yeah.
And she told me just wash it, wear it in your wedding, and bring it back. She didn't even hire. I didn't even hire.
Wow.
She gave me.
Wow.
So there is a way God, when you accept and you are in the will of God, He will make sure He brings people to support His will. Because all we needed is marriage. Today we are married and we are happily married.
Yes.
We don't even remember what kind of food they ate.
I
In fact, I have come to realize the most important thing, even the ring, at least the ring, this you carry every day.
yeah.
But video, and I'm not discouraging, photos, food, cake, it's just a party. It's just a party that happens that day and you are done. Otherwise, it is my husband that I see every day, and at least the ring, I needed to do a good ring.
Yeah.
Because it is the jewelry I will wear all the time.
Yeah.
But if you ask me where the video is, I
You
don't
can't
think I
even
know.
remember.
But if you have the money,
Actually,
Yeah, go for
one
it.
day, I saw our wedding CD
Yeah.
in trash.
Oh,
Watoto sijui walifanyana nao. Nikaipata kwa trash.
na hawajui katika ujana wako, that was
Yes.
But if you're able to do it, like my husband is saying,
it's well and good.
It's okay.
well,
There's nothing wrong.
yeah.
But don't allow it to ruin
Yes.
your peace. You see, when you get married, let me tell you something. What I've discovered, the atmosphere in your home, it is very, very important.
Yeah.
But you can have a very nice an enjoying atmosphere when you are seated, but you don't know when the landlord will knock, or this person is you are having a debt over this service provider.
Yeah.
And some of them, they end up even not finishing paying
The day.
the debts. They hide.
I know.
They hide. They
Can't
say-
keep hiding.
They
I
keep
know.
on hiding.
I know.
You know.
I have worked with many. So I know.
They keep on hiding. You see, and me, I was very categorical, and I was when I was asking someone for help, I was honest. Yes. I remember that the guy who gave us the car to carry, the bride, I told him, if you are able, even the fuel, just
Feel the car.
just fuel the car.
Yes.
And that's how I approached them.
Yes.
And all of them, they fueled. So I didn't struggle.
And they give the driver.
And they gave even me the drivers.
Yeah.
So the cars were fueled to and fro,
Yeah.
and I didn't have the bad day.
Yeah.
of trying to think.
This thing of going to hire sijui limousines,
Yeah,
sijui what.
Yes.
If you can afford, fine.
And you are having that vehicle there, and when the hours are moving,
It is counting.
it is counting, and you are there thinking, now what will happen?
So you can't even enjoy your day.
You can't enjoy your day. Yes.
Because when you look at your account, it is reading negative.
It is reading negative.
And so that car,
Yes.
mhubiri akiendea na hii mahubiri. Masaa inazidi kusonga. Na gari inalipa masaa.
Gari inalipa na masaa.
Na sijakaa vizuri.
Yes.
And this is also to encourage people who cannot even afford those things we are talking about. Marriage is more important than wedding.
And it is very sad that we take a lot of time planning the wedding.
Yes.
But we don't plan for the marriage.
Yes.
Very
People
sad.
will not go for counseling. Counseling is so important. Those sessions are so important. They prepare you
Yeah.
for the surprises,
Yes.
the culture shock of marriage. And if people would put effort in the right place, marriages would not be breaking the way they are breaking today.
True. I agree.
Put the effort in knowing that person. Pray for that person. Because you don't know them. You don't know. Dating, you don't know that person. But there is one who knows that person, understands, and will help you balance. You see, you ask God, please, I know he is weak and he has his weaknesses. I have my weaknesses. Lord, help us to merge. Please help us to come together. Because, like the wedding we are talking about, we can only talk about it. It is past.
It is past.
What we have is,
It is
what,
marriage.
yes, that we have built.
Yeah.
We are what we are because of the marriage that we have built, not because of the wedding.
Yeah.
Yes.
True.
So I guess people need to focus on the most important things. Priorities. Because hata mnaweza ombewa in a Sunday service
Yeah.
and you still live happy.
Yes.
We didn't have those tents and all that, but we are happily married. It does not stop you from
I think
having
those years,
an
there's
amazing.
a couple we bested.
Yeah.
They did their wedding on a Sunday afternoon after the service.
Yes.
And you see what people admire. They admire the marriage, the marriage life after.
Yeah.
Actually, now we realized, even now during our daytime now, we had many young people who admired our marriage for the glory of God. And we were able to best like 9 couples who were just coming for us for advice.
Yeah.
Because at that particular time, we don't go, at that particular time we didn't have those many things. But what they are now seeing the manifestation of marriage.
Because you decide to invest in your marriage.
In our marriage.
We grow together from down there, we come up.
That's why even when we were quoting in our discussion, we focused more on the future, on the values, more than
what are you bringing on the table?
what are you bringing on the table? Yeah, blah blah. So we had to do the groundwork to ensure that the foundation is solid. Yes.
Wow, lovely.
Yes.
You know, I have had couples right here in this show, and they told me that after the wedding was over, they were not sure where they are supposed to go.
Oh.
How about you guys?
After
the wedding, what was happening? The wedding is done.
The wedding is done.
Tumemaliza. Sisi tumeenda shughuli zetu nyumbani.
Tulikuwa na mpango. We thank God because of though it was not that easy, because we had an issue with the best couple. We had an issue with the best couple because our best couple then, the person who was supposed to best us, just some 1.5 weeks to the wedding, he withdrew.
Why?
He withdrew, so we didn't have a best couple.
We had to look for one very fast.
Very fast.
So, and the one we got, it was like 5 days to.
But thank God we had a counselor.
Yes.
She
used to. We had another couple that we used to go to
for counseling.
Yeah.
And they helped us even to know where we can go for our honeymoon. They helped us to know where we will book
how we will do it.
How we will do it. They took her through the process.
But the Lord blessed them.
Because the
Karunde.
because the Nini, this best couple, you see, they have
They
already.
have withdrawn.
So we are in the dark.
Yeah.
So we are very.
Yeah.
And that couple is very important.
We are very confused.
What happened to this? What happened?
You see, because we are naive, so we were new in this thing.
Yes. You were naive then.
We were naive
Yes.
because we didn't know how to go about it. Because we approached the man, and we had not
Involved in the
involved.
woman.
Yes.
So we expected
The man to pass the.
yes, the information. And then he's like, have you told your wife, when can we meet your wife? Then the wife says, no, me, I'm not the best man.
Oh no.
But that man, he supported us with the video of the wedding, and he gave us 7,000
Wow.
just to support, because for him he felt so bad. But you see, it's
He was willing,
but the ladies,
but I think maybe
Oh.
yes.
Sorry about that.
and you see now this couple, and I would love to mention, or maybe we would love
It's
to
okay.
mention
It's okay.
them.
You can honor them.
Yeah, Reverend Emmanuel and Reverend Karunde, they are both the reverends. Karunde, Esther Karunde, she's a pastor, she's a reverend. And she was having this, she had miscarriaged. So this pregnancy she was having, she had bed rest, this compulsory bed rest.
Yeah.
So she used to teach us when she's lying on the couch throughout the night. She helped us book the hotel. The Lord said, in fact, she should have been our best couple, but she couldn't. She was in bed rest. And she understood us very well. So even when these other ones are coming, we have already been taught
Yeah.
by Reverend Karunde and her husband. We
Yeah.
blessed them. They did an amazing job
Wow.
of counseling us, of telling us what to do. The rings, they told us where they are going to be. And they helped us in so many things. That is why in our lives, whoever comes for help,
Yeah.
we cannot say no.
Mm.
Because we understand the pain
Yeah.
of someone withdrawing
Yeah.
and leaving us, just get someone else. And it's, our best couple is a very important person.
Very important.
So even we consider that couple more of a counselor to us. Because, and we also thank God for these ones who came in. Guy, we thank God for them. You see, 5 days you have to make a dress.
Okay. That was a big sacrifice.
It was.
We
We honor them. And we thank God for them.
I think all of them.
Yeah,
All of them, God used them in a way. Even the one that maybe the wife, because the man was willing, but I think there was a challenge. But all of them, God used them to shape our lives. Yes, to shape our lives. I think in that scenario, there is a way we view things differently. Because here you're having the first option, it has failed. The second option, and then the third option, they are coming in. Actually, I made so many calls. Calling, would you be my guest? And they said they're going to discuss. And every time you hear we discuss, just know, and then it's moving. And they tell me, I'm sorry. I call another one.
I'm sorry.
We go. So we were like, God.
And they need to make their
God, we will
for the
be.
wedding.
Yeah, surely. Will you allow us to be ashamed to this level?
We don't have a best.
Which wedding happens without a best couple? Yes.
And we had been told a best couple must be above 2 years. I've married at least above 2 years.
Yes.
Because at least those ones will be able to help you. They will have understood marriage at least.
Yeah.
So we used to move looking for best couples.
And finally you got one.
Yes, after 5 days to 5 days to
5
the
days
wedding.
too.
Hiya, then you went for the honeymoon. How was it? How was the honeymoon?
We thank God. The honeymoon was good.
It was good.
Yes.
Actually, it was in PC.
We enjoyed.
It was in PC. Is it a
Yes.
PCA?
We went to
Mombasa.
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 Yes.
Wow. Mombasa raha.
Mombasa.
Mkakula raha vilivyo.
Kabisa.
Wow. Hey.
Yes.
And then now from there, maisha ikaanza.
Karudi Nairobi.
We want to know. We are almost to stop at that point.
Yes.
And now we want to know. Umetoka honeymoon. Umerudi Nairobi. How has it been? Mpaka mahali tumefika. How has it been? Stop right there. We'll begin from there. I want us to stop at that point. But thank you so much, guys, for coming. Thank you for even being open and encouraging other couples out there. You know, telling them it is possible. It is possible. And before we go, Ruth, I want to give you a chance to speak to young ladies who are planning to get married. Because I know sometimes young ladies can give these young men pressure. Please speak to them.
This is what I would say. Marriage is not a joke. You just need to be serious with it. And men are not many. Good men are not many. A man coming to your house, saying they want to marry you, it's an honor.
It's an honor.
Because many women have not had that privilege. So when a man says they love you and they want you to be their wife and they are serious about it, you cannot put pressure on them. It's an honor. You are one of those people God has said you are favored. Because a man, whoever finds a wife, finds favor. So there is something God has seen in you that can help that man to become. So this is what I would say. Come to their, understand the man that is marrying you. And understanding that is when we do courtship. In the time of courtship, ask important questions. Don't just take coffee. Ask important questions. Understand that man. If they have money, you can help them save that money still. You don't have to use everything. At the end of the day, it is you will ask for sugar, whatever. You expect him to provide. If he finishes, he uses all he has in this, how will your life start, the next life that you're starting together? So this is what I would say to ladies. Don't be foolish. Don't build on the sad. Build on a solid law. Let this man know that you're not just another woman. You're ready to become a wife. And a wife is a support system. Support that man. Men sometimes are very weak, but as we are strong, they are weak in. He does not want to show off his weakness if he does not have the monies and all that. Or he may have the monies, but he's weak to be rejected. He doesn't want to be rejected. So what we do as women is, I will repeat, support, understand the man. Usilete demand ziko juu na unajua hawezi fikia. Ama atafikia sawa, lakini nanyi mtaishi maskini. Even in a marriage, understand your husband. Whatever he brings at home, don't finish all of it. Help him save. Give him ideas on him becoming better. Why? God is giving you a material. You make a husband out of that person. Ukimwonyesha wewe ni gold digger, that is the mindset he will have all the days. He will even hide money from you because you are a gold digger, and it starts from dating. Sometimes I will buy my husband tea, coffee, not because he does not have, but because he's my man. He's not a neighbor. He is the father of my children. This man is a very important person in your life. For whatever you become in future, that man is so important, and there are not many. So if you find a husband in a man, please usimlete stress. Unaona stresses are, I want this because other women have. No, grow together, become together, and he will always respect you because of that. Don't demand what cannot be given at that time. Time will come. It is not you demanding. It is him who will say, give this to my wife. Why? You have walked a journey where he can trust you. The Bible says that the man in the book of in Proverbs, that man trusts in his wife. So if you want to become somebody's wife, let them trust that you can protect them. That you can, there's this saying where people say, it's true, men are supposed to provide. But there's that life also you as a woman you want to live. That is why we bring everything to the table. Because if you only depending on where he is, he could be rich, fine. You use your money how you want. If he gives you permission to do that, you see. But if you are starting life, bring everything to the table. And you man, when you have brought everything to the table, balance.
Yes.
Know that woman is ABCD. And that is also something that helps women respect men. But as a woman, bring everything to the table. Say, if it is rent, msifungiwe nyumba, ati kwa sababu mzee hakulipa. No, bring it. Say, this is our house. See everything as ours.
Yeah.
And support. Support that man. Even when you go for dowry and all those things, support. That man is not just another man. He's your husband.
True.
And above all, pray. Ask God. God sees things we don't know. God knows that man. Even he knows the bloodline that is following him. And he's able to reveal it to you. And you're able to pray and support. This is what I would say. Support your man.
Wow.
Be there for them. Even in courtship, ask important questions. Humble yourself under the mighty hand of God. It's about to lift you up even higher. And above all, strive for peace. We have seen out there people cheating right, left, north. This is what I would say. Be faithful for your own, what do we say? For your own respect. I will not cheat on my husband. Why? I respect myself so much. I love myself so much. I will not indulge into that. I expect him to value himself in a place that he cannot cheat on. So, this is another thing I would say. If you are getting married, huyo mtu tengeneza yeye akue kile unatakanga. You don't have to cheat. Be faithful. Support him. Support your children. Pray for him. And there are so many men who are out there who are good, but they don't know who to marry. Because kila mtu amekuwa muongo. Be that different one. That different girl. Because men are looking for that different one. The one who is not cheating. The one who can accept them in their lowly place. Because you will not be lowly forever. You see? So I encourage you, young ladies, support those young people. Even sometimes the ones God has, some brothers, some people say they are not like the people of the world. I heard someone say, I was not praying for a church person. Church men are good because at least they fear God. The ones I know. At least God can tell him, stop. You know, there are things as a woman you cannot tell a man stop. Only God can tell him stop. If a man can hear God, if a man loves the Lord, please, even if hana viatu mbili, is a good man. Because that is where we begin. If a man can hear God, because it is God, man, woman. If he can hear his God, don't look at the shoe. Shoes are in the shops, we can buy. If it is suits, they are still being made new ones. Don't look at those things. Look at the heart. Look at the value. Look at the men who can be built and come in. I know many women are now empowered. They have big monies. They have big cars. But you cannot enjoy this life alone. So as a young woman there, and there's a brother who has asked you, don't look at them at the outward appearance. Be like God. Ask him. He knows his heart. He knows. And most of those who look like they are nothing become everything. And sometimes those who look like they're everything, at the end of the day, it's like it goes opposite. So, chukua huyo mwenye Mungu anakuletea, huyo anakaa hivyo, tengeneza.
Hata si ni kutengeneza tukitengenezwa.
Si ndio?
Mtengenezane.
Yes, tengeneza na mtengenezane. Kwa sababu hata as a lady, marriage teaches you. Marriage humbles you. Marriage shapes you. Because living with someone and you have your weaknesses and you didn't know them, that is where the you comes in. You didn't know that I am weak in this, I don't like to be corrected, I don't like this, I don't. But in a marriage, hapo ndio Mungu pia ana shapingi. Ananora, unajua ile kusharpen. And then the two acts, they keep sharpening each other. And at the end of the day, like you have said, munatengenezana to become. So don't despise that young man who came to you because you think he does not have money and all that. God, it's just a matter of time. And when you join hands, you become.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow. If that man can hear God, have peace and know that all is well. Wow. I feel like I'm coming out of a therapy class. Nimetengenezwa na nimeundwa. So, to all those people who are planning to get married, planning, your wedding, I want to believe there's something you can learn from this lovely couple. So thank you so much for joining in. And if this is your first time to be here, kindly ensure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. For now, it is a good night. God bless you. See you on Friday. My name is Willie Kinyash. I'm a Dr. Love. And this is Couples Will Show. This is where we write down our love while we are alive. For we don't want our love stories to be read when we are 6 feet under. Neither do we want our love stories to be read when we are gone. See you on Friday.